petroleum? The basic definition of petroleum. Petroleum or crude oil is called as oil of rock, as it is obtained from rock, that is Earth's crust. It is thick, flammable, brown to black mixture of solid, liquid and gaseous hydrocarbons that occurs naturally beneath Earth's crust. Just think about it once more time. What it is? It is a hydrocarbon that occurs in three forms: solid, liquid and gaseous forms. And how? Naturally beneath Earth's crust, hence called as oil of rock, and also describes about its physical characteristics. Now the question is about hydrocarbons. What are hydrocarbons? See, hydrocarbons are basically chemical compounds which have hydrogen and carbon present in it, hence hydrocarbons. There can be other atoms or molecules too, like nitrogen, oxygen can also be present, but the majority or the total structure is of carbon and hydrogen. That is called as hydrocarbons. Now, note here, crude oil is a form of hydrocarbons. Similarly, asphalt and other such things are also a form of hydrocarbons. Crude oil has several hydrocarbons present in it. Hence, it is a form of hydrocarbon. Moving further, this was about petroleum. Now, what is petrochemicals? In simple definition, petrochemicals are the chemical products obtained from petroleum by refining. Of course, as the crude is excavated from Earth's crust, it is subjected to refining process. What does refining do? In refining, various fractions of crude oil are separated from each other on the basis of their volatility. That we will study further. This is just an introduction lecture about your subject, petroleum refining and petrochemicals. So what happens is, the crude oil is subjected to heat in the refining process. Based on their boiling point difference or volatility, various fractions of crude oil are separated, and such chemicals are called as petrochemicals. Now, where is petrochemicals used? Petrochemicals are used to manufacture thousands of different products that people use in daily life. You can see the examples of petrochemicals: adhesives, carpeting, cosmetics, fertilizers, paints, rubbers, fabrics, plastic. Famous petrochemical, that is polythene. Polythene is a form of plastic, and polythene is formed from ethene, and ethene is a chemical obtained when crude oil is subjected to refining. So you can see how petrochemicals are very important and is a part of petroleum industry. Further about it, why crude oil is called as black gold? Since many years, crude has been labeled as gold. Which black gold? Because of its properties, you can say in the world, we will study further. The world economy runs on the transaction of oil barrels done by the countries. Overall in the world, the import and export of oil is done on the basis of barrels. Again further, its availability or shortage decides the situation of economy in a country. Also, various other industries are related to petroleum industry. As we studied further, in the previous slide, we saw that how petrochemicals are obtained from petroleum industry. Other various industries of are related to petroleum industry. What does it mean to say? See, agrochemicals are there, then your rubber, polymer, such industries are related to petroleum industry. Now, why is this subject important for final year? As final year students have studied many core chemical subjects, this is the pure theoretical subject that tells you how other subjects of chemical are playing major role in petroleum industry. You see, heat transfer, mass transfer and fluid flow. where you can find the application of heat transfer in heat exchangers, condenser. Now, and what about mass transfer? Separation process like distillation. Distillation is the prime separation process which is used in refining industry. Again, fluid flow. The fluid properties of fluids are studied in fluid flow. Similarly, pumps and such are the devices which are a part of fluid flow. The flow of refining process now. Here, a simple brief study of how crude oil is purified is studied over here. Of course, crude oil is obtained from Earth's crust, hence it has many impurities present in it. The first pre-treatment that is done to crude oil is desalting. After desalting, it is sent to distillation. In distillation, separation occurs. After distillation, downstream processing occurs. What is the major role of downstream processes? See here, change of molecular structure of hydrocarbon molecules takes place. This would be covered in further topics of your subject. And finally, purification. What are the processes in purification? Denitrogenation, desulfurization, demetallation. These impurities that are present in the crude, that is nitrogen, sulfur, metals, these are taken out from your crude. Hence your purification. Next, so in gist we can say that first step is the crude oil is pre-treated. Some of the impurities and some little treatment is given. After that, separation process. In separation we saw distillation is the major separation process which is applicable for your crude oil. From separation you get your major fractions of products that are present in crude. In various different fractions, the components of crude are separated. Some of them are like gases, gasoline, kerosene, diesel. These are the fractions of crude oil. Now, once these fractions are taken out, final treatment is also given to them. Final treatments like visp breaking and to improve the quality of the your given product, gasoline, such final treatment we will study further. This is a just brief overview that how you can describe your petroleum industry. How petroleum is obtained from crude oil. The various steps I have just explained it in 4 simple steps. In gist how you can present it. Now, why refining process is so complex? Yes, if you see the photographs of a refinery, it is a very vast system and many components are present together to make a working refinery. So what are the important components of this refinery system? Starting from fractionating column, heat exchangers, condensers, blending pools, storage tank, stripping column, pumps, furnaces, coolers, auxiliaries. The major one is, as we saw, fractionating column where distillation takes place. Now, and other are the important components. So, here petroleum refining, I can say that occurs in 3 steps. First, the separation takes place. So, what are the units that participate in the separation process? Atmospheric distillation unit, vacuum distillation unit, and light ends recovery unit. These are the important units where separation occurs. Atmospheric distillation because it occurs at pressure of 1 atmosphere at atmospheric condition. Now, vacuum distillation is done for heavy end products that are heavy in nature, that are very viscous, which are not light components. For those, vacuum distillation is done. Of course, from name itself, vacuum distillation means pressure is below 1 atmosphere. So these are the units which works on separation mechanism. Now, second, conversion process. In conversion, such chemical reactions are taking place. Cracking, coking, visp breaking, polymerization, alkylation. So this will be also covered in your subject. Finally, treatment. What's the aim of doing treatment to your refined product? Simple, to stabilize and upgrade the quality. So in short, the petroleum refining has three fundamental basics of it. Again, it simply works on separation and conversions together. In separation, we saw how many separation mechanisms are there, but distillation is the most used separation process in refinery. Other are extraction, adsorption, crystallization. In mass transfer, you might have studied all these separation processes. But why distillation is used here? As we saw earlier, that in crude oil, many components are there and they are close boiling components, having close boiling points. Okay. And so for multi-components we use distillation. Whereas in extraction, adsorption, we cannot deal with multi-component system. Hence distillation is the most sought separation process in fractionating column in refining. And now the conversions also seen earlier. What are the major conversions that takes a part in refining process? Alkylation, isomerization, polymerization, cracking and reforming. So that was all about petroleum. Switching over to petrochemicals now. Petrochemicals, as we discussed earlier, are the chemical components that are obtained from refinery. Okay, that are obtained from crude itself. So in petrochemical subsection of your subject, what we will study? We will take note of the important reactions involved. Many important reactions are there. Okay, the reaction mechanism will be studied in this part. Then the physical and chemical properties of that compound. Major engineering problems involved. Here we will also discuss about the flow sheet, from how from raw material to your refined product, or simple your product is obtained, and the major engineering problems that are taking place in that manufacturing process. Finally, uses and applications. So see, your petroleum refining and petrochemical subject has been divided into two parts. One is of petroleum and another is of petrochemicals. In petroleum, you will be studying about separation processes along with the chemical treatment, that is chemical conversions that is taking place. And third is the treatment steps also. So in petroleum, there are three things that you have to study: separation, conversions and treatment. Whereas in petrochemicals, directly we will study about the petrochemical compounds like ethene, ethylene, butene, rubber. All these things are petrochemicals. So starting from the basic reactions involved to the uses and applications, those topics will be covered in your petrochemical subjects. So this lecture was all about the introduction of your subject. In next lecture, we will start with chapter 1 of your subject, that is basics of petroleum refining.